Okay, sorry, folks. I have to start all over again. I apologize to those of you who are with me. Please come back and start over because I have to start from the beginning. That was a kind of a crazy, interrupted, frozen thing. So I'm not even going to save it. I'm going to go to YouTube, clip off the front part, and start right here. Okay? Welcome to tonight's study of Rise of the False Gods by me, Reverend Alicia Leslie. I wrote this great book. It is a guide to transformation through illumination. So we want to bring some light into your life, okay? We've been studying the book for a while, and tonight we are talking about the 10 Commandments and the commandment that says, you shall not kill. You can get all of the videos by going to YouTube and putting in Reverend Alicia Leslie or just Alicia Leslie, Rise of the False Gods, and you'll have it. So I apologize for the first little flub up. Here we are. Okay. So this, we're jumping into page 47 for those of you who are following by the book, and it's in the middle of the page. And if you are following on Kindle, it'll be off a little bit, but it's cool. Okay, so this commandment, and we're trying to remember that we're trying to look at the commandments not as something from the outside that is imposed on us, but a spiritual principle that we expose, that we press into manifestation by living according to the principles. So, it says, you shall not kill, and some translations say the word murder. I think that's a very important piece there because it might answer questions about what about self-defense or what about some of the various instances we have that we have to call that into question. Tonight I'm going to, in the book it says, I'm going to address only killing a human being. We didn't create life. We don't have a right to take it. But the most important thing, what I want to really strive tonight is that killing is not a solution to a problem. We may tell ourselves it is, but it isn't, because the problem is still there unless we address whatever cause is behind the problem. It's a complex issue because of the illusions that bring us to rationalize, justify, and normalize killing each other. I'm going to stick to murder tonight, I think, because it's easier, although it all comes out the same. We hear the commandment, then comes all the yeah buts. Well, what about war? What about self-defense? How about the death penalty? Those are tough questions. Do you believe in an eye for an eye? If a person killed someone I love, could I kill them in return? That's a hard question. Because being a spiritual person, I know that's not the answer. Yet I know that the human part of me would probably like to rip them limb from limb. I imagine God's response to our excuses or reasons might be, what part of thou shalt not do you not get? It is a toughie. Believing that killing is going to fix something is an illusion. It won't. If we declare all killing is wrong, we would be under the rule of another government by the end of the day. So what about that? What about defending ourselves? One of the interesting things about Jesus is that he brought the heart to the law. The letter of the law is the thought, and the heart of the law is the what, and the heart of the law is the why. So I think a why is important. But what I want to get to tonight is about killing is not a solution to our day-to-day lives, even war. War breeds war. Violence breeds violence. Killing breeds killing. I'm afraid we get jaded sometimes. I know that I like to watch murder mysteries. Guilty pleasure. But you know what I like about it? Is they find the bad guy. And so there's the answer. There's the why to the what, you know? And I think that's what we all want to know. I don't know, if someone was coming at me and I feared for my life, would I kill them? Maybe. But there's a difference, I think, between that and going after someone with a knife or a gun or whatever because they ticked me off, because they didn't give me what I wanted, because I couldn't get from them what I thought they should give me. Those are all the things about killing. Let's look at our words, okay? Words can hurt. Words can heal. I believe that words are meant to heal, not to kill. If you don't think words can heal, you've never heard of the times that especially children commit suicide because the kids were mean to them at school and picked on them. I was picked on as a kid, I'll tell you that. But I never thought about killing myself. But maybe they were picked on much more than I was. All I know is whenever I read of it, my heart aches. Because we want two things in life. We want to be accepted. Don't we all want to be accepted? We want to be loved. We want to be loved and accepted. Do you know even murderers wanted to be loved and accepted? How many times have we read of a mass murder? How many times have they said, he was a loner, she was a loner? See, to be separated from each other, to be blocked out of the love and acceptance we want, is in a way killing the desire to be our oneness. So many times I've seen people that will, this again, if someone died because they killed themselves in suicide because they were bullied or they felt rejected, everyone wants to belong, okay? They were not killed with a weapon, as far as a gun or a knife or poison, but they were killed with something else. They were killed with a thought. Excuse me. Our thoughts are very powerful things. It's imperable. I think I just made up a new word. It's imperative that we understand that all life is sacred, that our lives are sacred. Such a tough subject. Sometimes people kill because they don't want to lose money if a person won't divorce them. That doesn't fix anything. Money's gone and they wind up right back where they were. See, that's the thing. That's what they think. You gotta fix the cause, okay? Killing doesn't fix the cause. And if you don't fix the cause, you're going to be back in the same position again and again. We want to break that cycle. We want to break the cycle of what causes war that causes us to kill each other. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if we spent 10% of our military budget on peace, on making peace, on being peaceful? Can you imagine if we spent money to get to the mental health issues that are causing people to kill? See, we got to think out of the box. We're boxed in when we think killing is an answer. It would be amazing. But how do we go from where we are here, where killing is the answer? Even in the death penalty. Think about the death penalty. If we look at a big concept of eternal life, and as you know, I embrace the concept of reincarnation, okay? So let's say there is a sick consciousness, a wounded consciousness, and they die. They kill somebody, so we kill them. And their soul is not healed. When they go off to the next realm, they may learn. But if we work here at learning the why of someone killing another person, instead of just killing them back, that's an eye for an eye. I don't know that was God's plan. I think God's plan is far more, revenge is mine, saith the Lord. Okay, so if I say that, you might think of the guy in the sky thing. Not what it's about. We talk about Lord as law, as spiritual principle. If someone does something evil, it's going to come back on them. That's not ours to do. Spirit is going to do it. God is going to do it. Okay? Okay, it just said that my video was paused because of a poor connection. It must be something going out in the atmosphere. But anyway, so where do I go from there? It's such a tough topic. If we try to heal the cause of violence and heal the cause of murder by awakening and illumination, then the numbers will go down. It's not about punishment. It's about healing, finding the cause and healing it. Huge job. Let us not live in the little box that said we can't do that. Yes, we can. We start in our very own lives. We start right when we say, I could just kill that person. And then you think, really? What good would that do? Because if you kill that person, people have assassinated presidents. That didn't solve a problem. Because let's say you have an abusive husband, divorce him, get away from him, heal that which in you, which might have drawn that energy to you. But then if you don't heal what's inside of you, you'll make the same mistake again. Okay? I know I'm real scattered on this tonight, but it is a very, very tough topic. Now, we walk one step forward and realize that it is imperative we understand this, because spiritual law is both individual and collective. So in our own lives, we don't kill. And you think about the people who won't even kill bugs, okay? I tried that for a while. I really did. And I declare in my house, all bugs must vacate my house. This is my house. And if you come in here, and if I can't get you outside alive, I will kill you. I know, it's killing. Thou shalt not kill. But I try to take them out, okay? I've taken spiders out of the house and they scare the daylights out of me. So we can start with that, thou shalt not kill. When Cain tells the Lord, when asked where his brother is, and he'd killed him, am I my brother's keeper? Well, of course, God knew what happened to his brother. He wanted Cain to acknowledge it. And the truth of the matter is, we are our brother's keeper. We are our sister's keeper. To the degree that we can be. Our goal is to love one another, to help one another, to support one another. And there are times when we need to protect ourselves, but we don't have to protect ourselves in our individual life by killing someone. We don't always have to protect ourselves through war. If war is something that we are into, that it's that or anarchy or being taken over by someone, we have to find a way to settle it. But you see, it doesn't happen overnight. Even our process of relationships between governments, even relationships within our households, within our neighborhoods, our goal is to learn to get together, to learn to work together, and to be the oneness in diversity that we are. We must be willing to accept each other's diversity because you can't kill it. You can make laws. If they're human laws, they're flawed. God didn't say, I like you, I don't like you. God created and God said it was good. It was all good. We must also remember that we are mutually accountable and collectively responsible for each other, always considering the highest good. The basis of all this is the law of cause and effect. Okay? Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not murder. We certainly don't want to kill or murder another person. Did you ever wonder why so many, God bless them, people who defended our freedom wind up with PTSD? That's because it's not natural to kill. It's just not natural to kill. So, I'm putting a big thing on your plate tonight. To find a way out. It's not going to happen overnight. To find a way out of our consciousness that killing and controlling others is the way we get our highest good. The truth is, we get our highest good by learning how to work together. I'd like to invite you to consider the feud between the Hatfields and McCoys. Are you old enough to remember that one? Started in 1865, so you probably weren't there. Was when Asa Harmon McCoy was shot and killed. Although there was no evidence or arrest, the McCoy family said it was cousin of Ance Hatfield that was to blame. In the years that followed, incidents and accusations between Rosanna McCoy, was to blame. In the years that followed, incidents and accusations flew in both directions. Battles over a stolen pig and a romance between Rosanna McCoy and Johnson Hatfield escalated the feud that cost about 24 people their lives and injured many others. This happened because no one would end it. In 1979, the feud ended with a handshake. And on June 14, 2003, Rio Hatfield and Beau McCoy signed an official termination of the feud. Killing is not the answer. Finding the cause is the answer. So I apologize if tonight was a little scattered and the whole thing fell apart in the middle. If I just pray that you kind of got what I was trying to say. Killing is not the answer. Look at killing in an extension of way of ending things without resolution. We want to end things with resolution. Murder is never the answer. Okay? You probably have questions about that, so do feel free to pop them in the comments or private message me or email me at reveille@aol.com and we'll dig a little deeper. Okay? What are we doing tomorrow? Let me see. Tomorrow, it's a hot one. You shall not commit adultery. Bet we get a lot of views on that one. Thank you for being with me with all the craziness and scatteredness of tonight's little study group. And I pray you'll be with me again tomorrow. God bless. Have a good night.